vlog, and happy Monday, or whatever day it is when you're watching this. For me, it's currently Monday. It is 5:30 in the evening. I've already had a productive reading week already, and it's only 5:30. I have finished Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, the audiobook, today at work. So that's another one added off the list. I think that's 30 books that I've read for the year. I know it sounds really small compared to a lot of other people out there, but it's been a really slow reading year for me, and the fact that I've got to 30, I'm quite chuffed with that. And there's still some time to go. I've also been reading Shadow of Night. I've maybe read about 18 or 20 pages of that so far today. I do plan on reading a little bit more of that this evening, and I will update you guys on that. I also have, I bought this yesterday. Daniel and I both bought one. We both bought a copy of The Island by Adrian McKinty. Got this in Tesco yesterday. It was like £7.50 for a hardcover. Amazing. It's kind of like a thriller from what I can gather. I've not really read thrillers in a while, but I do really like the premise and the idea of this one, so I picked it up. Daniel then picked it up after me, not realising that I already had this in the trolley, and he picked up a copy as well. So I think we're going to buddy read this at some point. Who knows when, but at some point we're going to read this. I also will have a couple of books to show you guys tomorrow, because I ordered a couple of books this morning because I was sad that it was frosty outside and it was really cold, and I bought 3 books to make me feel better about that. So they will be here tomorrow, and I will show you guys them. Like I said, this evening is just going to be eating my dinner, having a shower and reading, and getting to chill with the boys. Someone's just licking my hand. So welcome to this week's weekly vlog.
So this reading journal was supposed to be my 2023 reading journal, okay? Looks cute, doesn't it? Now here's the problem. It already fell apart. What the fuck?
Hello my beautiful people, and happy Tuesday. It is 8 p.m. and I literally just got some book mail. So I'm going to open it and show you guys. What did we get today? There should be 3 books in here. I remember one of them and I've forgotten 2 of them, so it's going to be a surprise for us all. So first I got What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher. I am all about T. Kingfisher thanks to Katie Coulson. She has opened my eyes to T. Kingfisher. I really want, is it The Sword Heart? But it's like £16.95 on Amazon. And I know I do spend a lot of money on books. I did buy the Mindfuck series, which was about 20 quid. But there's just something about £16.95 for one book that I just really struggle to buy. Even though on Waterstones you're probably about £16.99 for a book. Maybe I just need to buy it and like get over it. But yes, I picked this one up because it was only like £7. So I thought I will get that one. This one is another one I can't remember. Oh, Not Good for Maidens. So this one says Louisa doesn't believe in magic until her teenage aunt Neela is kidnapped to the goblin market. I just liked the fact that it was about a goblin market and there was goblins and things in it. Not really read a book about goblins before, so I picked it up. Never even heard of it before. By Tori Bavellino. Have any of you guys read it? What do you think? I would love to know. And then the last one, I remember what this is, and I somehow feel like this is going to be damaged, which makes me sad. It's not damaged, surprisingly. I got The Legends and Lattes hardcover, have it in paperback, but wanted it in hardcover, and I quite like the feel of this and the look of this. I still have to read this. I now own 2 copies of it. Who am I? We all know what I am like. So yes, Daniel is here this evening. He's currently watching the World Cup. I'm away to get myself in the shower, and then I'm going to read a bit more of Shadow of Night. I've read maybe about 30 pages or so today. I'm halfway through it. I'm really enjoying this way more than the first one. I really enjoyed the first one, but this one's sitting more towards a 5-star. That's kind of like what my prediction for Shadow of Night is going to be. Discovery of Witches was a 4. I think just because we were building up to it, we were getting to know all the characters, we were getting to know like what the different things, like the demons and the witches and everything, and little bits of their history. That was kind of the build up of the first one. The second one, we're thrown back into like the 1500s, and we're learning way more, but we know the characters really well, and we're building their relationships, and we're getting to know them and how they all work together, and the whole story I feel like is coming together, and I'm enjoying that aspect of it more, even though it's kind of like historical, and I'm not a big fan of historical. It seems to be catching my attention more, which I'm really enjoying. So I am more than halfway through on that. I think I'm on chapter 19. I can't remember what one we're meant to be up to. I'm sure I'm behind with the live readathon, but I'm just kind of powering through it because I'm enjoying it, and I'm not really sticking to the days. I'm just kind of reading it and hope to have it finished by the end of the month. So we're on the 22nd, so there's still 8 days, and I think I'm gonna have knocked that out by the 8 days, because I've still got the weekend as well, and Catherine's got reading sprints on Saturday, which I'm going to be on, so I will get a good chunk of reading done. Then I am meant to be sorting the spare room on Saturday, so I'm going to have to try and get all of that done before I go on sprints, and then treat myself with sprints. That is kind of what my plan is. But anyways, I'm going to get myself in the shower and get my pyjamas. I've got my heating on. It's absolutely freezing. The house is warm. Just went to feed my friend's cats. And that's us just home. We had really tasty chicken burgers for dinner. So that's all I have to report for Tuesday. I also thought today was Wednesday, so I'm kind of disappointed that today is in fact only Tuesday. Very disappointing, but it is what it is. Happy Tuesday. Hello, this is Showered Katie, because I forgot to tell you guys that I actually started the audiobook of Rise of the School of Good and Evil. I think it's like the prequel to the School of Good and Evil. I bought those books for my niece last year, I think, for her birthday. I didn't know it was becoming a Netflix thing or anything. Not watched the Netflix thing, but I was like, I really want to read the books. I'm loving the battle between the schools of good and evil. Now, I don't know the full backstory and like how epic the rest of the series is. I know it's like for younger people, like a younger audience, but I'm really enjoying it. I think that it's really fast paced. I'm really loving the characters. I'm loving the interactions between characters. I'm also loving the competitiveness from both sides and the arguments of different scenarios from both sides as well. And I'm 55% of the way through, so I'm definitely going to finish that tomorrow. I've only got 3 hours left of it, and I plan on finishing it, and I think it's going to be a 5-star. Like, I'm really, really liking it. So this week so far, I finished Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I've read a bit of Shadow of Night, and I'm going to finish The Rise of Good and Evil. The Rise of the School of Good and Evil? Can't remember. I'm so sleepy that I cannot remember. So I've showered and everything. I've got the electric blanket on. I am basically ready to jump into bed. Daniel is watching the end of the World Cup. There's only about 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes left. So I'm going to sit with my book and wait for him. And then I think we're going to put a movie on. I have no idea what. And to be perfectly honest, I bet you it just ends up being Below Deck, because that's what happens. But I really want to pop on and tell you guys that that is what I've been reading, because that's quite a big reading thing, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So there we are. Hello my beautiful people, and happy Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Reading update wise, I read a bit of Shadow of Night last night. I maybe read like 20 pages or so. It wasn't a huge amount. Still really enjoying it. I finished The Rise of the School of Good and Evil. I gave it 3 stars. It was really good, and I found it really compelling. Like the first half of it was really exciting. I wanted to keep listening to it. I was really intrigued. I really liked the sort of showing the differences between good and evil. I really enjoyed that, and I think that's really important for children at middle grade reading level to learn about that and understand it. I just felt like the second half of it was really whiny. I know that sounds really awful, but I just got vibes that the main character was just really whiny, and yeah, I didn't love it. It was very middle grade, the second half. The first half felt a bit more YA in my opinion, but the second half was just kind of like, not a fan. So that was a 3-star. I don't know if I am going to read The School of Good and Evil. I think there's like 6 books or something. I really just don't think I'm going to invest my time in that journey. And not just that, there is no audiobooks of that in my library. So I don't think I'm going to invest my time in that at all. But I did start listening to Holes. Is it Holes? I believe. I've never seen the movie of that. I've never read the book before. I quite like the concept of it, quite like the idea of it. It was on the library app on BorrowBox. So I just decided, you know what, I'm going to try it. And I listened to maybe like 2 hours of it. I'm enjoying it. I'm not hugely like thrilled or enthralled by it, but we'll see how it goes. Anything could happen. I don't think it's a very long book either. I think it was only like a 4.5-hour audiobook, but I am listening to it at like 1.75 speed. I seem to manage to take in audiobooks a bit better when they're a bit faster, because I feel like I pay more attention to it than when it's slower. My mind just kind of like wanders off and I don't really know like what's going on. So yeah. I have got book mail, so I'm gonna go get that and show you guys, because what is it without having a little haul? So here we go. Another book I have bought because of Katie Coulson. She just reread Hench. I have never heard of this before. This is a really weird floppy paperback. This feels like really indie published, but like the cover and stuff is very, very thin. And her copy was very nice. The American copy is so much better than this. It's by Natalie Zena Walschutz? Not sure. But that is being added to the pile of books to read at some point in my lifetime. That is pretty much my update. I've also realised that it's Wednesday and I don't think there's any clips of the boys yet. So I'm going to have to film some of the boys because you guys have got this far and haven't seen the boys yet. So I will show you guys the boys. But Wednesday's just been very busy with work, and that's pretty much it. Good morning, little ones. Hello, my beautiful people, and happy Thursday. I can't believe it's Thursday already. It's also like 9:15 at night. 10 to 9 at night. I've done no vlogging. I read a little bit of Shadow of Night this morning. Shadow of Night this morning. Hello, Gunner. Hello. Is it bedtime? Read a bit of Shadow of Night. Still loving it. Didn't read a huge amount, so maybe only read about 20 pages or something this morning. But I had to order cat food and stuff before I started work, so that is why I only read 20 pages. Are you okay? Gunner's up there. Haven't read a huge amount, but I'm on Catherine's reading sprints this Saturday. I was meant to be sorting the spare room out, but my dad's not going to be able to do a tip run this weekend, so there is no real point of me basically sorting the room to then just be surrounded by bags and like broken bits of furniture that is being replaced, so no real point. So we're not doing that anymore, so that means I can get a good chunk of Shadow of Night done. I also want to read the newest volume of Saga because my friend Jay has been patiently waiting for me to catch up and read it because he really wants someone to talk to about it, and it's the only one that I have not read yet. So I'm a bit behind. That'll only take me like an hour, so I need to catch up and do that. But I feel like I need to read the last volume of Saga so I can remember what the hell's going on, because it's been so long since Saga came out, like literally years since it came out. Also, really geeky, but World of Warcraft is out soon, like the new expansion. I love World of Warcraft. You probably don't know that because I've not played it the whole time that I've been vlogging. But it comes out on the 28th of November, and goodbye life, goodbye reading. Myself, Holly and Jay just basically play World of Warcraft, and we sit on Discord and we chat and we go on raids and we go and do things, and then we level up and we play together and we play for hours and hours and hours. And that episode of The Big Bang Theory, when Penny discovers a game and starts playing it and she plays it for days on end, doesn't shower, has the crisps like the Cheetos in her hair, that is basically how I'm going to be living my life from the 28th of November for some time. So I need to get that purchased in the next couple of days because there's like a free mount. You probably don't care about this at all, but there's a free mount and I really want it if you pre-order the edition of it, basically. But that is an incredibly geeky update that I just want to share because soon I will be playing that, and there might be footage of me playing it, not of like the actual game, but you'll probably see like World of Warcraft like in the background, or like me spending so much of my day playing it and less reading updates. But I can listen to audiobooks as well now, so everything's a bit different. I didn't read any more of Holes today because I was just so busy at work and I didn't have my headphones in. So yes, I'm just getting myself ready for bed. Gunner's up there and that's my dishwasher now making that noise. That is my cue to go. But I'm very tired, and tomorrow I have a really gross doctor's appointment. It's that thing called a smear, maybe too much information, but they are very important and you've got to get them done, and the whole ordeal, I hate it and it's really uncomfortable and it takes less than 5 minutes and it's really important. So I've got that to look forward to tomorrow. Can't wait, so excited, can't actually wait for it to be over. But it is important and you should do it. So if you're putting off doing it like I've done, you should do it because it's very important. And that is my bit of wisdom to share with you guys. So yes. Hello. Are you the king of the castle now? Have you stole Ziggy's spot? Because Ziggy hangs up out there now. You never ever see NASA up on top of these units. You used to love going on top of the unit. Do you remember that? You are so magnificent, sir. I love you so much. Onto the fridge. Hello. What's going on? That was a loud noise. Excuse me, sir. You do not go into the wash machine. You are hand wash only. Out you come. Hello, my beautiful people, and happy Friday. I have just finished work. It was a very, very busy week. Next week's going to be even busier. I had to leave today to go for my speed appointment. Blah. They're very important. You have to do them, and you just need to get past the awkwardness, the uncomfortableness, just all of that. Very important. I am a bit uncomfortable, so I basically have finished work and have crawled into my bed just to be more comfy. Sitting on my computer chair for the rest of the day just wasn't very delightful, shall we say. So I'm just sitting here chilling with the boys. I'm going to put on some Below Deck. I'm waiting for a delivery of all the cat food because I order all the cat food in bulk, because the perks of having 3 cats, you need a lot of cat food. And I also got told by Daniel earlier on that cat food that I ordered yesterday is now on one of the lightning deals on Amazon. So it's like £30 instead of pretty much £40. So I bought another box. So I've got more cat food coming on Sunday, because guess what? Cat food doesn't go out of date for like 2 years. I'm 100% going to use it. So I've got 2 boxes of 96 pouches, and that's not even including the stuff that I already have in the house. So when there's a deal, I'm always checking cat food for deals. Fun, boring fact for you. But I've got no reading updates. I haven't listened to any of my audiobook today because I've been listening out for the door, but it's not actually coming until between 4 and 6 now. So, oh well, a day wasted, but never mind. So I am going to watch one episode, then I'm going to make myself something to eat, and then I'm waiting for Daniel to finish work, and then I'm going to stay at Daniel's tonight. I've not hung out properly with him for most of the week because we've both just been really busy. And he's went back to work since having COVID, so he's been trying to catch up and working late nights and stuff. So yes, I get Daniel tonight. I'm so excited for cuddles. That is what I desperately want. So that is all I have for just now. I will hopefully be doing some reading this evening. I think Daniel will probably be watching the World Cup, so he can do that, and then I will do some reading while that's on. Yep. There's a weird crying car child something outside. Don't know what that noise was, don't even know if you could hear it, but it was really weird. This is most unusual. Siggy cleaning Gunner for a change. Must be after something. Hello, beautiful. There's a bit of fluff on the bed. Hello, you're very pretty. Your fur is so smooth with this new medicine that you have to take every day. But it has made you more lively and you're feeling a lot better, aren't you? A lot better. You worry me so much, little one. My little OG. Do you want to get cozy and have a little nap with me? Sounds good, huh? Yeah? Let's do it. Love you so much. It gets even cuter. Tiggy's like, don't look at me. Don't look at me, Mum. I was being kind, okay? You two are just so cute. Oh, Ziggy. You're being so kind to your brother. Usually you're hissing and being horrible to each other. Oh, it was maybe too good to be true. Nope. Oh. Boys. Oh dear. Boys. You were literally being so kind to each other. What's this? Don't pretend like you don't know what's going on and you're not listening. You're so mischievous, Ziggs. Don't bring my jumper into it. I should have known. Distraction, the best tactic, huh? Of course. Hello, my beautiful people. Please ignore the sound of the washing machine. It's going. I need to vlog before I go into Catherine's sprints. Catherine's sprints start at 1. It's now 12:47, so I am quickly making myself a cup of tea, and then I'm going straight on to her sprints. I'm going to be reading Shadow of Night, and hopefully I'm going to get a good chunk of that done. I haven't done any vlogging this morning because I've actually been like gutting my kitchen and doing general cleaning. So I spent like 5 hours of my morning doing that, and I thought, you know what, you guys probably don't want to see that. If you did want to see that, I'm really sorry, but I didn't show you. And Ziggy was just trying to help in every which way possible and was just getting under my feet, and basically it was a struggle. Everything was a struggle. So I currently have my bedding in the washing machine because I have stripped my bed, and I am going to get that into the tumble dryer at some point because the weather is shit. It is not the type of weather for hanging out washing anymore, sadly. So have to use electricity, get it in the tumble dryer. I started watching Wednesday last night, the new Netflix TV show by Tim Burton, and I absolutely loved the first episode. I messaged Daniel and said that I was watching that episode because I actually stayed here last night because he finished work really late. So I stayed here and I was like, I've just watched the first episode. Well, I think I was in the process of watching the first episode of Wednesday, and he was like, no way, don't watch it without me. So then I had to like watch the first episode and then stop. So he's coming over here tonight, and hopefully I'm going to tempt him to watch a good couple of episodes because I really want to binge that. I can't even speak today. What is going on? I think it's because I'm rushed and I'm trying to get everything done before I go on the live. But it is now 12:49, so I need to get backstage, get sorted. So yeah. Welcome to Saturday. I will vlog again in a little bit. Now it looks like we're on fire, but it's not. It's just the steam from my Christmas cat mug. Right, time to go.
She was like, I don't know how it's gonna fit on there. And this time she's like, no, we're gonna make it happen. It is happening. I'm not. You, if you know, you know. If you see this, you already know what it's gonna be. But I'm gonna show you a before and after.
I lost a slipper.
Yeah, but that looks really
Watching
good.
Kate Coulson, obviously, with an ass on my lap. Hello, beautiful.
And clearly, I'm obsessed. I freaking love it. I only have like 20
Excuse
pages
me.
left. And while I'm doing this, I'm also doing my April, which is already out, but my April setup, which is freaking stunning. I'm loving it so far. And also,
Happy Sunday. Hello, my beautiful people. Happy Sunday. I have had a pretty lazy day today. I've done a lot of reading though. I am caught up with the pages that I meant to for the live Shadow of Night read along. I'm on chapter 28, but I don't really want to stop, so I'm going to continue reading. But I have been reading for about 2 hours, and I've maybe read about 80 or 90 pages, so that's pretty good for me. That is pretty much all I have update wise, reading wise. Last night Daniel and I started watching the second episode of Wednesday, and then we just got distracted talking. So we basically, I had to say, can we pause this please, because I'm missing it. I also feel like I have guessed like a major plot line in it from episode 1, but I am not going to share that in case it is true and it's a spoiler. I don't know yet because I'm only on halfway through episode 2. So we're just going to have to wait and see how that pans out. I did speak to Daniel about it and I did express my thoughts and feelings. So we will just have to wait and see if that comes to fruition and it's true. I've got a funny feeling it is because it makes sense to me. But yeah, the internet sucks. There's been lots of stuff on Twitter and on Facebook spoiling it, and that really does suck because not everybody sits and binge watches stuff like straight away. It's really annoying. It's the same as when Stranger Things came out. Like, people on the internet suck. Like, they just do. But it's going to be a really cozy night. Daniel is coming over shortly and we're going to have dinner together because it is currently, what time is it? It's currently 20 to 6, so I am making katsu chicken curry, and I think Germany versus Spain is on tonight at 7, so I've got a funny feeling Daniel's going to want to watch that. So while he's watching that, I could always read. Not the worst thing in the world. We've got quite a good little setup when it comes to football and reading. So I will pop in again later on. There might be appearance from Daniel, who knows. It just really does depend. I'm still super awkward vlogging in front of him, but we'll just see. Hi Gunnar, come on in. Hello beautiful. Yeah, I've blathered enough now. Hello my beautiful people. It is the end of this week's weekly reading vlog. What have we done reading wise? We listened to the audiobook of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. We listened to the audiobook of Rise of the School of Good and Evil. I started the audiobook of Holes, and I read a good chunk of Shadow of Night. So it has been quite a productive reading week. Next week, I think reading wise plans, I'm going to finish Holes, I'm going to read Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and I'm going to read the second in the Maze Runner series, which is called The Scorched Trials, I believe, and hoping to finish Shadow of Night. That is my plans for next week. So if you want to find out how I got on with that, then make sure to check out next week's vlog when it is out. I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading vlog. I hope we've all had a nice weekend, evening, day, morning, whatever time of day it is when you're watching this, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.